Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. General Hospital Laura stops by Anna's office before meeting with someone else, but wanted to talk to her first. She feels they've been standing in the way of justice for too long. Laura brings up her friendship with Sonny and how he's done a lot of things to help a lot of people she loves and done a lot of good for the hospital. Laura thought they had a bond, and Anna thought she had one with him too. Anna considered him a friend when the WSB backlash came out. However, she had her eyes open when an individual told her that Sonny ordered them to kill someone. Laura feels ashamed that it took her so long to wake up and see Sonny for who he is. She realizes he has a dark side, and she saw it when Cyrus was in that hospital bed. She knows Cyrus has done his fair share of dark things, but he's just not as good at not getting caught as Sonny is. She's afraid of what Sonny is capable of doing. Anna talked to Cyrus, but he refused to file charges against Sonny. Laura needs to go, but if the opportunity to pursue this case comes up again, Anna promises she'll be ready. Laura meets Cyrus at the bistro and apologizes for keeping him waiting. He is always happy to wait for her and is grateful to spend time with her. She says he is looking well. He says he feels good and is getting stronger every day, and thinks of his stay in GH as time at a spa. Laura admits she's been thinking about what Sonny did to him lately, and he deserves justice. She doesn't want him not to press charges against Sonny because of her. He admits she is not the reason for Sonny's freedom. Cyrus tells her about Nina's visit, and her offer to get him a radio show in exchange for not pressing charges against Sonny. He took the deal, but it's over now, and he got sick of listening to his own voice. He also realizes he has no place telling someone else how to live their lives. He has a lot of work to do on himself first. Laura notes he seems different, wiser, more thoughtful. Laura asks if he'd consider pressing charges against Sonny now. He doesn't know if bringing charges is worth it, and he is responsible for the beating. He explains he found out things about Nina, and he used them to taunt Sonny that night. He realizes now all of his involvements with Sonny have left him disgusted. Laura thanks him for admitting that, but he still didn't deserve to be beaten like that. He says maybe he did, maybe he didn't. He decides to leave the decision on what to do in Laura's hands, but she says he needs to decide this himself. He thinks it's ironic that after all this time, he finally holds Sonny's fate in his hands. Back in Anna's office, she meets with Bennett and asks about Dex's status with the academy. He says he aced the written test and is in great shape, so he should pass everything else, and is just the kind of candidate the academy wants. However, he feels they need to pass on him. Anna asks why. Bennett says Dex made a wrong turn in his life and is trying to make up for it by joining the force, and that's not a reason to be a cop. She thanks him for the update and the insight. At the hospital, Finn and Alexis clean up after an AA meeting. Finn hasn't seen her here lately, and she says other things have taken precedence. She tells him that he won't be making Chase's wedding, as her disbarment is up for review at a hearing the day after, and she needs to be there the day before. Finn says if anyone deserves a second chance, it's her. Alexis isn't sure, and Finn notes when they don't think they are worth saving, they don't try. Finn says they are alike in that way, and to remember the good things she's done. Alexis notes that would be her girls, but aside from them, the most good she has been able to do is by being a lawyer. She wants to fight for justice again, and she knows she needs to not get in her way and stay sober. However, whether she wins or loses this appeal, she could slip up, and if that happens, her girls may be done with her. That's why she needs him to keep her accountable and coming to daily meetings. Finn agrees and asks her to do the same for him. He is watching his dad die and only has a few months left to make up for a lifetime of treating him poorly. Finn thinks about how badly he treated his dad, but Alexis says he changed and they have a great relationship now. Finn admits he stays up at night thinking about all the time he lost with his family. He knows his dad was devoted to his mom, and she died so young, and he punished him for moving on with Jackie. He wonders what kind of son sleeps with his future stepmother before her wedding to his father. Liz, Aiden, and Jake arrive at Finn's with dinner. The sitter just left, and Gregory says Finn isn't home yet. The kids head into the kitchen to get started cooking. Liz and Gregory talk, and he asks about Jake. Gregory is guessing Jason's return has been causing tension in her house. Liz was hoping to speak with him about this, as she knows there was a time when Finn rejected him. She says that's happening with Jake. He doesn't want to acknowledge his father and is so angry. Gregory thinks sometimes anger is a way we punish ourselves for missing someone we love. He loved Finn's mother, and watching her die killed him. Then he met Jackie, and she made him feel young and vibrant again. It didn't feel as if he was being unfaithful to his late wife. But Finn did, and his anger was his way as to not be disloyal to his mother. That anger faded in time, so maybe Jake needs to let his anger burn itself out. At their place, Chase cooks chicken Florentine for dinner in honor of their honeymoon theme. Brooklyn loves the idea, and his surprise honeymoon. However, she hates that he had to sell his truck for it. He says the truck was a silly guy thing, and it's not as if he needs to haul anything anywhere in it. Talk turns to the Lucy Co. disaster, and Sasha coming to save the day, as well as Chase being on track for a raise. Chase thinks if he gets it, they should invest in a little forest getaway, and then maybe a truck would come in handy. Brooklyn reminds him they have money to do that now, but he says her family has money. Chase feels they need to have the money talk again. When she mentions Tracy, he assumes there is a new prenup to sign, but she says there is no prenup. Brooklyn explains she grew up in Bensonhurst, and none of her relatives on that side were rich, but they were comfortable. She wants their family to grow up that way. She admits having a normal life here in Port Charles will be tricky with her Quartermain side of the family, but not impossible. Brooklyn thinks her granny wasn't trying to protect her trust fund with the prenup talk, but the insanity that kind of money can bring to a marriage. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, General Hospital Update, and stay with us.